Another defeat, Chelsea nil, Aston Villa 1 is getting out of hand, and I literally lost any words I have for this damn ownership because they are running this club to the ground. I never thought I'll do a video where I want to rant, where I want to get my frustration out, but this ownership is running the club to the ground and I've lost my head. I'm today in the mood to rant and I've lost it. I've absolutely lost it today with this ownership. You can blame the manager you want, you can want the manager to be sad as always we want, but the blame has to go to the ownership and the mess they put the club into because this is getting absolutely out of hand. This is unacceptable what's happened today. This was an important game. I said it's a must not lose game for me. It was an important game, and again today we could not damn find the back of the net. We have gone 3 games without scoring a damn goal, and the only team we could find 3 goals against was Luton Town, the worst team in the league, and one Disasi header against Liverpool. That's it for us. We just can't damn score a goal. 35 million on Nicholas Jackson, 100 on 62 on Mudryk, and it's getting out of hand. I will be trying to be as calm as I can in this video, but I'm losing it with Nicholas Jackson. I'm losing it with some of the players who can't take responsibility like Raheem Sterling. I'm losing somewhat with Thiago Silva and Enzo Fernandez, who is supposed to be the top midfielder in the world. But I have to be very honest with you all. The biggest concern has to be on this ownership. Bigger to Chelsea perspective, one of my favorite content creators are Chelsea and a very, very good content creator. Coachella, brother, do go and subscribe. And brother is very, very concerning what's really going on. My brother is very concerning, my brother. And I think the blame has to go to the ownership. As for the match, it went the same damn way as it always does. We start well, we start with intensity, with press, but we can't damn find the back of the net. When we reach the final box, we fluff our lines. And Raheem Sterling, it was needed for Raheem Sterling today to step up, and the guy could not finish anything. He could not even finish his dinner today, and we kept on missing chances. Aston Villa grew. Robert Sanchez made amazing saves. And then once Gusto red card came out, the player's head went down like it's been doing for the last 2 years, because these damn players know that when everything goes wrong, we should get the manager sacked. And I am getting absolutely angry on these players. I am losing it with some of these players, especially Raheem Sterling. Where was he today? He is a senior player in the dressing room. He has to take the chances. He has to help Nicholas Jackson. He has to help Mudryk, and he's missing 5-yard sitters. How can you do that? And then as always, on the counter, Thiago Silva, we lose our pace, Livy Colville does well, and then they score the goal. And in the end, we had 30 damn minutes. We had Cole Palmer on the page, Sterling on the page, Chilwell on the page, Broja on the page, every damn player we can have, and we still could not find the goal. We have a lot to discuss in these videos, guys. Please do the like, subscribe, and let me know your opinion in the comment, because today we have a lot to discuss. Today. A lot of topics. I made a full list of these Google slides here today, because I am going to dissect the game today, and I believe if we all are going to blame Pochettino, we are very short-sighted. If you are Poch out, I think that's very short-sighted, and that's not good for the club. If you really want to be concerned, you have to be concerned about the great owner we have got, who is ruining the whole legacy of the club and making childish decisions. And before I start, I want to welcome Gaurav Katara. Thank you so much, bye. And I have to have big words on Nicholas Jackson. And it's time for Pochettino and to understand the bloody dominant possession will not work every game. But Manchester City fan, what can you do, my brother? Like, even if he tries to play counter-attack football, we just don't have any goal scorers, brother. I understand your point, but my brother, what can he really do when we don't even have goal scorers? Today, Raheem Sterling is missing from 5 yards. Nicholas Jackson is missing chances. You go to a corner. Gallagher in the final box cannot make a right decision. In the last game, we should have been 2-0 up by halftime. How much can we keep blaming on managers when the guy can't finish? When a guy can't finish, how much can we keep on blaming the manager? Here I am, Shrey, bhai, we are equally bad today. Fully agreed, bro, in that terms. But bro, your team is much more better to watch. You drew 2-2 versus Arsenal. You get to watch Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, and Nketiah. What are we? We can't even damn score a goal. 3 games without scoring a goal. We finished 12th last season. We only have 5 points from 18 available against the easiest fixture schedule in the Premier League. And now we have to face Fulham, we have to face Burnley, then we have to face Arsenal, Newcastle, Brighton, City, Man United. We are done. We are done. And if we don't win the next 2 games, we are fighting for the damn relegation battle. How are we better than Aston Villa? How are we better than Everton right now? How are we even better than Luton Town? How? Because we can't do anything right now. I've lost it with a lot of the owners today. And goal scoring is a massive problem, bro. But bro, Gaurav, bro, the only problem is if you don't score goals, you will never win games of football. That is the problem. And problem is scouting team and who could not buy strikers. Bro, I don't even think they are the problem. The owners want under 23 squad. Like, I think the scouting team will have said Vlahovic, but Todd Boehly said, nah, I'm not having Vlahovic. I need a 22-year-old small boy. Then what? You go towards other players. We could have brought Firmino on free. We could have brought Dusan Vlahovic. We could have even brought, I don't know what I'm going to say, but Alexander Mitrovic, and he will have done a better job. Even Rasmus Højlund will have done a better job for us right now. But we want to go on this under-21 project at a club which is the highest pressurized club in the world, and that is on this ownership. That is damn on this ownership who did not want to sign one experienced damn player, and they think they're going to conquer the Premier League by playing Football Manager here. They really believe they're going to conquer the Premier League football by having a under-21 squad. The blame has to be with this ownership and no other for me. No other for me. And starting off with Todd Boehly, what he has been doing at this club is nothing short of criminal right now, the decisions he has made. He came like a king, sacked each and every one of Roman's staff, everyone. I'm the one who's going to do everything, and we had a disastrous window. Then after 6 games, he sacks Thomas Tuchel, one of the most experienced manager in the world, and then he goes for Graham Potter, who is the most inexperienced manager in the world, and gives him a 60 million contract to break him out, and gives him a 12 million a year contract when the guy was earning just 1 million at damn Brighton. And then we go on, we bring Enzo Fernandez, we bring 20-year-old guys, and the only good signing we make was Badiashile and Enzo Fernandez, and we keep on signing young players after young players after young players, and then we eventually finish 12th. He sacks Graham Potter when we just had to play Real Madrid, and no disrespect, I love Frank Lampard, he's a legend of this club, but he brought in an absolutely inexperienced manager when we were just about to play Real Madrid. We were 8 points behind Tottenham Hotspur when we might have made a push to finish in top 6, but this owner had no clue. Then he went and I thought, wow, he has done a good thing. He brings Mauricio Pochettino in, who is known to develop youngsters and takes the club to good height, but I never knew he's going to build an under-20 project here. I thought we'll at least sign 2-3 experienced players, but wow, Denzel Washington, Angelo Gabriel, Diego Moreira, another young player, another young player, another young player, young player, young player, young player. You wait for a signing, another 19-year-old, another 19-year-old, another 19-year-old. When are we going to sign damn experience? There was Dusan Vlahovic available for us to sign. There was some other players for us to sign, and he went and signed damn youngsters, and he thought he's going to conquer the Premier League. How are we supposed to beat Aston Villa, who have Ollie Watkins, Moussa Diaby, Zanilio, Megan, Douglas Lewis? They are a better side than us right now. Aston Villa have built a better side than us right now. You go to Brighton, Mitoma, Solly Marsh, Ivan Ferguson, Denny Welbeck. That's what you call an experienced side. You go towards Arsenal, Saka, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus. You go towards United, Marcus Rashford, Rasmus Højlund. You've got players that can score goals and assist the team as well. And we have went with just literally no experience. I fully believe my brother. We will be fine. But I think both Chelsea fans will demand Pochettino to be sacked now. They will get Pochettino sacked. And bro, it is not going to work. It is not going to work for us, my brother, Chelsea perspective. But the fans will get Pochettino out of this club. But no one will realize the real problem and the decisions we are making. For me, bro, Pochettino, brother, I'm fine. Even if we finish 10th, 9th, I'm fine with the season because I've accepted that. I know we are not going to have a good season right now. But will Chelsea fans take another top 10 finish? I don't think so, brother. And our fixture list is only going to get hard and hard and hard with each and every match passing by. And it's only going to become more and more and more difficult. And this is what ownership never projected. They knew they had to sign some youngsters. They knew they had to go for the youngsters. But no, they went straight away for youngsters who are not even proven. They needed to go for a Vlahovic. They could have signed even a Gundogan on a free, even a Firmino on a free. We could have brought some, even a player like Mitrovic. We could have gone with some sort of experience. We had Nkunku injured, and I love Cole Palmer, but I think we should have gone for someone more experienced. And right now we're in a situation where we have kids right now playing at the pitch, and that's the problem that's going to be. And the injury squad we have got right now, this is a massive trouble, the mess that this ownership has made. By out Poch, he's playing negative football. I want Roman way. Bro, Todd Boehly is never going to do Roman way. Todd Boehly is signing players who are absolutely unproven, my brother. Yes, we get Pochettino out. What's going to happen then? Which manager in the world will want to manage Chelsea right now with the mess we have got? Hansi Flick? Hansi Flick is going to get the best out of Nicholas Jackson. Hansi Flick will get the goals out of Raheem Sterling. Hansi Flick will suddenly make Mudryk one of the best wingers in the world. That is not happening. Why are we so blaming Pochettino when the tools he has got are not good enough? Pochettino right now is working with one of the most inexperienced team in the league. Like you see, you go towards Ange Postecoglou at Tottenham Hotspur. He is working with Son Heung-min, James Maddison, Brennan Johnson and Richarlison. These guys combined in their career have more Premier League experience than Nicholas Jackson, Mudryk, Madueke. We needed to sign some experience. We needed to sign at least 2 players who have the damn experience. But we just were absolutely naive. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And this ownership is making mistake after mistake after mistake. This ownership, for me, people, I don't think that the ambition to make Chelsea successful. They are here to make the investors money. They are signing the youngsters for this multi-club model. And that is what the plan for these owners are. But one thing these owners don't realize, in English football, the pressure is immense. And because of the mistake of these owners, the players will get boos, criticism, and these guys are not just realizing it, and it's becoming absolutely awful. I was saying too, American owners are a curse, and I'm sorry, but these owners are becoming a massive problem right now. Yes, Boehly, if you want youth league in UCL, why are you playing top flight? Don't play only not top flight if you can't buy good striker. Fully agreed, bro. The guy wants to play just like youth football right now with no idea of building some experience, and he thinks he's the king of football right now, who knows everything right now, and I don't understand this ownership in one damn way. Plus, in my very honest opinion, Boehly has always been a flashy owner by his activities in organization his own. He will make Chelsea club like Tottenham. Sorry if I'm rude. I agree. He is going to make Chelsea a very good stadium. Beyonce is going to be there. John Cena is going to be there. But we are going to become an utter complete joke under this ownership if they don't realize the mistakes they are making right now. Because what they are doing right now is unacceptable. They are thinking that the Premier League, they're going to roll Premier League by building an under-21 side. There was a report coming out by one of the reporters that this ownership is building a team which will get 100 points like Manchester City. You aren't even getting damn 100 points in 3 seasons combined. You aren't getting 100 points in 3 seasons combined. We got 44 points last season. Please, can we even get 40 points this season? Can we even get 35 points next season? Because the way it's going right now, these youngsters need time. Mudryk is not going to be Gabriel Martinelli in 1 season. Bukayo Saka and Noni Medico is not going to be Bukayo Saka. Nicholas Jackson is not going to be Didier Drogba in 1 season. But this ownership has damn no idea. And now they're trying to go for Ivan Toney, who is going to cost another 70-80 million. He has not been playing football for the last 6 months. When Vlahovic was straight available, he would have been easily available and ownership should have brought him. But they are absolutely naive. They are absolutely naive of the way they're running the club. I agree with you. Boehly is trying to turn Chelsea into garbage FC. No, he's turning us into Chelsea Youth FC. And that is not working well. I understand the intention of this owner, and I'm not even blaming him fully. What this ownership wants to do is they want to stockpile the young players so that their multi-club model is successful. What they're trying to do is sign the best youngsters in the world, develop them, and then sell them at a profit, get them for low wages, and develop the club accordingly, have their multi-club model, keep on loaning these players out and helping your multi-club model, and in the future having a more, like you can say, valuable squad. But these damn owners are not understanding that these youngsters are not ready right now to help Chelsea finish top 5, top 6, which is a minimum expectation a Chelsea fan demands. Do you know we have the smallest stadium in the Premier League? Do you know we earn less revenue than Tottenham Hotspur? Do you think we're going to survive without European football again? Do you really think, Todd Boehly, we are going to survive without European football this season? We are going to survive financially without European football? Why can't you even sign at least 2 experienced players, 1 experienced player even, and we would have not been in this situation? Even if you would have signed Dusan Vlahovic, he would have literally won us 2 games when Nicholas Jackson was absolutely inexperienced. You would have signed even a Roberto Firmino, even a Gundogan, even a Mitrovic, and 1 experienced player. We could have developed these youngsters and went above the league. But you just aren't understanding. You're building a nice project, but till the time these youngsters are ready, they are not good enough. And when they're ready, the fans would have lost their faith in the club. The club would have lost their stature, and then what's going to happen? Right now, Chelsea is only alive, and Chelsea is only like attracting to young players because they have seen in their childhood Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, John Terry, Claude Makélélé winning trophies after trophies. In 5 years' time, when this is not going to work, these youngsters won't want to come to Chelsea. Right now, the way these youngsters are feeling at Chelsea, no more young player will want to join this project because they know you have no damn idea on how to manage them. You have no damn idea. And what are you going to do now? Sack Pochettino? Sack Pochettino? Then what? You've already sacked so many managers. It's becoming a disaster. absolute disaster. And for me, if anyone is blaming Pochettino, you are being very short-sighted. Respectfully, you are being very short-sighted, because the biggest blame has to go to this ownership. Disastrous transfer window last season, disastrous transfer window this season, mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Please don't be short-sighted. Start looking at this ownership, people. This ownership has no idea on how to run a football club. They think that this is just some NFL, some simple basketball, and they will do something great in it. You don't understand how sports work, how this Premier League football works, and I think this ownership has literally no idea, man. And coming on to the next one, players cannot even do the basics correct, and that is absolutely true, guys. They cannot even do the basics right. On Nicholas Jackson, I love the boy and he has a talent, but the boy knew in his mind that he was one yellow card away from suspension. Even right now, Armando Broja is not fully fit, and the guy goes there and gets a yellow card. You are damn out of your mind. You are damn out of your mind. The manager told you you're on a yellow card, don't do something foolish, and you go there and you get a yellow card, and whenever you reach in the right position, you always make a wrong decision. I love you, Nicholas Jackson, but Nicholas Jackson, right now you're a young player, but he's not going to work at Chelsea every time. Up your game, brother. You can do it. You're such a great player. You are talented, but you need to up your game as per this club, because the fans are going to eat you alive. The media is going to eat you alive. The rivals are going to eat you alive. Ankit bhai, I'm just sending you the link, bhai. I'm just sending you the link. Just give me a minute, Ankit bhai. Just sending a link. And guys, it is becoming an absolutely awful the way these players are doing. The basics are not right. Mauricio Pochettino, I love you, man, but why are you playing players out of position? And then I go to Raheem Sterling. This guy is the most senior player we have got, and he doesn't even know how to finish a chance. This boy cannot even finish his dinner. I love him, man. I love him as a player of this football. But this damn guy can't even finish his dinner right now, and it's becoming absolutely awful right now the way it's going. I'm absolutely losing my patience. And then you've got Thiago Silva, who right now I cannot even blame him, doesn't have the pace he used to have. And then you go towards Malo Gusto, makes a stupid tackle because he's a youngster, and everything right now is not working well for us because we can't do the basic right. When we need to shoot, we pass. When we need to pass, we shoot. When we need to make a right decision in the moment, we stay still. Whenever something bad happens, our head go down. How is it going to work? How is it going to work, man? How is it going to work? I'm sending you the link, okay, I'm sending you on WhatsApp. And Shrey, this is just madness. City sold to Raheem Sterling, and when he got out of his prime, though even in his prime, the guy can never finish his dinner. You are right. They sold us Raheem Sterling in his prime. But Jonathan Trossard, even in his damn prime, the boy could not finish chances. He has never been a clinical player. This is the biggest problem with him. They are businessmen, bro. One great thing happened. Jackson will not play next game without tackle. He get 5 yellow cards in 6 games. Score goal. I agree, brother. I fully agree. I want Armando Broja to play the next game. He is a better striker right now than Nicholas Jackson. Armando Broja is actually a striker who can damn score a goal. But Pochettino needs to be brave. He needs to be brave and play Benjamin at the left back or Jan Matsen and fight with these owners. These owners are going to build an under 23 project here, and that's going to be end of this beautiful club. This is going to be the end of this beautiful club under this damn idiotic ownership. Absolute idiotic ownership. And welcome Ankit Bhai in the chat. Big up Ankit Bhai, people. Please go and subscribe to Almighty Blues FC, Almighty Sports Plus. Ankit Bhai, on this one, what do you think in the terms of the basic of these players? Because I'm fed up of them, Ankit Bhai.
भाई मतलब कहाँ से शुरू करें? I was hearing you यार, मतलब from last 10 minutes I was hearing you. मतलब I hear most of the things. मैं agree करता हूँ. I know, मतलब हमने एक list बनानी है कहाँ का problems है, and of course what are the issues, where are the mistakes from minute 1, not from minute 90. minute 90 पर तो आएंगी ही, वो भी issue है for sure. लेकिन सबसे पहले आप शुरू करते हो तो पोचेटिनो, और हाँ चलो उससे पहले ओनर से शुरू करते हैं, ठीक है. व्हाट ओनर जीत क्लब. अब सुनने में आ रहा है बेहदाद इकबाली जो नाम है उनका, ही वेंट टू द ड्रेसिंग रूम एंड ऑल दैट. सो ऑल दोस थिंग्स टेल्स मी दैट कहीं ना कहीं वो बन रखे स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल और पॉच कुछ नहीं है, व्हिच इटसेल्फ इज अ रॉन्ग थिंग. आई गेट दैट. लेकिन मैं एक चीज से शुरुआत में मैं थोड़ा सा डिसएग्री करूंगा श्रेय भाई. आई बिलीव दैट ओनर्स को आप ब्लेम कर सकते हो when we were making those 1000 changes, when we are letting go Petr Cech go easily, Marina go so easily, making इतने सारे changes, अब paying crazy money for some or letting go अपने जो अपनी core है, letting go everyone. I know कुछ तो deserve करते थे, तो तब हम कर सकते. That part I agree. Both summers, last summer टूकल की भी हम क्रिटिसाइज कर सकते हैं, व्हाई डिड द ओनर्स लेट हिम गो सो इजीली, थोड़ा बहुत दे कुड हैव सॉर्टेड दैट टाइम एंड डन समथिंग, लेकिन वो बायगॉन्स और बायगॉन्स वाला चीज, उस पर आप ड्वेल करने पर फायदा नहीं। अभी सीजन है, सीजन इज देयर, इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक इज ओवर, ठीक है, आपका समर विंडो ओवर हो गया, अभी आपको करना है पिच पर। और हाँ, मैं अग्री करता हूँ, कहीं ना कहीं मेडिकल स्टाफ को भी यार चेंज करना है, ओनर की डिसीजन थी, और वहीं पर हमने लैक किया, 11 लोग वी हैव इंजर्ड, ठीक है। बट इफ एनीवन इज टेलिंग मी दैट पोचेटिनो, हु इज ऑलरेडी सफरिंग लास्ट 3 हफ्तों से, इज नॉट एबल टू गेट अ रिजल्ट दैट वी नीड, और एक बंदा जो 3 हफ्ते पहले बोल रहा था दैट वी आर चेल्सी, भाई वी आर हियर टू विन नो मैटर व्हाट, हम ये ऐसे नहीं बोलेंगे जो ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस पॉटर बोल रहा था, और हमने बात ही किया था अपने चैनल में यार 4 घंटे पहले कि यार he is someone who's changed in the last 48 hours. तो आपको क्लियर दिख रहा है दैट कहीं ना कहीं समथिंग इज रॉन्ग विद पोचेटिनो, ही इज गॉट नेगेटिव, यू कैन क्लियरली सी, एनीवन जो फुटबॉल कल देखना शुरू किया है, भाई सब लोग जानते हैं चैट में दैट अ लेफ्ट बैक इज चिलवेल और मार्टसन, और आपका इमरजेंसी लेफ्ट बैक है कॉलवेल, ठीक है, एवरीवन अग्रीज। आप, आई अग्री दैट कॉलवेल शायद साइन नहीं कर रहा होगा एक्सटेंशन, विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट विद कॉबम सेक्शंस, वी ऑल लव द फैक्ट दैट यू विल लव अ कॉबम प्लेयर्स, आई लव टू, लेकिन भाई वो गाली के भी पात्र होने चाहिए इस सीजन में। फॉर ऑल द पीपल हु लव द लुइस हॉल एटसेट्रा, भाई मैं आई कैन पॉइंट यू लास्ट सीजन अगेंस्ट मैन सिटी, लुइस हॉल के 2 मिस्टेक्स व्हिच डायरेक्टली लेड टू गोल्स, कॉलवेल के लास्ट 4 मैच में 2 मिस्टेक्स जो डायरेक्टली लेड टू गोल्स। आज यू कैन आर्ग्यू दैट ही इज नॉट अ लेफ्ट बैक, अगर लेफ्ट बैक होता ही वुड हैव गॉन फॉर अ बेटर चैलेंज अगेंस्ट वॉटकिंस। सेम चीज मैं बोलता हूं, आपके पास अगर है मार्टिन बेंच में, आप यूज ही नहीं कर रहे उसको, आपके पास अगर चिलवेल है, यस ही इज बीन शिट, इवन प्री सीजन में अच्छा नहीं था, लेकिन आपने अगर वाइस कैप्टन बनाया, सोच समझ के बनाया होगा ना बंदे को, तो आप उसको यूज ही नहीं कर रहे हो, और यूज कर रहे हो कब ला रहे हो, जब आपको चाहिए गोल, आप यू आर बिहाइंड इन द गेम। हाँ आई गेट दैट, हमने बेटर फुटबॉल खेली, लेकिन सिवाय नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट कोई भी बताइए, इज देयर अ मैच जहां आप बोल सकते हो चेल्सी डिड नॉट प्ले गुड फुटबॉल? नो, वी प्लेड गुड फुटबॉल अपार्ट फ्रॉम द नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट गेम जनरली। आप बोल मत आधी घंटा हम हग रहे थे, लेकिन अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वी प्लेड गुड फुटबॉल। गुड फुटबॉल से क्या आपको मिलता है? ठेंगा, घंटा। आपको यू हैव टू गो बैक टू द ड्राइंग बोर्ड एंड नो व्हाट इट इज, बिकॉज़ वी डोंट हैव फिनिशर्स, सो यू नीड एक्सपीरियंस ऑन द पिच। क्योंकि आप एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर लाइक थियागो सिल्वा को वाइस कैप्टन नहीं बना रहे हो, आप उसको जो भी बोल रहे हो, तो इट इज क्लियर। इवन दैट मोमेंट जब हम गोल खाए, थियागो सिल्वा, काइसेडो और कॉलवेल, तीनों को मैंने गाली दी है, डायरेक्टली गाली दी आज तो, क्योंकि फॉर मी वन ऑफ दोस थ्री हैड टू ब्रिंग डाउन एटलीस्ट दियाबी या वॉटकिंस, टेक वन फॉर द टीम। आपको रेड कार्ड नहीं मिलता, डेफिनेटली रेफरीज एट फॉल्ट, वो सब अलग चीज है, ठीक है चलो, लेकिन आप रेफरी अगर सेंड ऑफ कर दिया, मान लो उसको मौका मिल गया, मौके पे शॉट मार दिया रेफरी ने, तो आपने उस समय मुड्रिक, हु वेरी रेयरली हैज अ गुड गेम, ही हैड एक्चुअली गुड गेम आज, आप उसको आप टेक ऑफ कर रहे हो, और आप आप ला रहे हो समवन हु इज बेसिकली अ डिफेंसिव मिडफील्डर, लेस्ली ओगोचुकू। आप एंजो फर्नांडिस और निकोलस जैक्सन, आई एग्री, और मैं सुन रहा था दैट उसको पता है कि 4 येलो कार्ड पर आप फिर भी जा रहे हो उसके साथ एक चैलेंज, आई गेट दैट ही डिजर्व अ येलो कार्ड, लेकिन आपको अगर निकोलस जैक्सन को पनिशमेंट देना है इस गेम के बाद दो यार, अभी आपको गोल चाहिए, आप यू शुड हैव केप्ट हिम ऑन। मैं तो बोलता हूं यू शुड हैव प्लेड अ 4-2-3 और अ 4-4-1। व्हाई डिड यू एक्चुअली गो द वे, आप यू नो व्हाट वी डिड, वी प्लेड अ 4-3-2 और वी एक्सपेक्टेड भाई पामर एंड स्टर्लिंग, आपके स्टर्लिंग इज अप टॉप ट्राइंग टू विन द हेडर, और पामर सेकंड बॉल कर रहा है, सीरियसली स्टर्लिंग इज
even like I agree with you Ankit bhai ki in terms of ki we have to blame Pochettino, I fully agree with you in that, but Ankit bhai, like my biggest anger with this club right now, the way it's going, is when Nkunku got injured. See, in the media they keep putting on briefs out, Pochettino said yes to Cole Palmer, but we all know that when someone doesn't say yes to these owners, they sack them. Marina Ganaboskia, Peter Cech, our own legend, they keep on sacking everyone that doesn't say yes to them, and everybody knew Cole Palmer is a fantastic player, but we needed damn experienced player to be signed for this club, and they went and
अवेलेबल था, सोबोस्लाई अवेलेबल था, रिलीज क्लॉज था, मैकलिस्टर का रिलीज क्लॉज था, अगेन ही मे नॉट बी अ कैम, बट आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि अगर स्काउटिंग की अच्छी की है, निकोलस जैक्सन के लिए अच्छी की है, बट ही इज अ सेकंड स्ट्राइकर, ही इज नॉट अ मेन स्ट्राइकर एट चेल्सी फुटबॉल क्लब, विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट। तो आपने अच्छी स्काउटिंग की है, बट दैट इज फॉर 3 or 4 year। कब भाई चैंपियनशिप में खेलोगे इसके साथ? आई नो दैट हम कहीं ना कहीं रेलीगेट होंगे नहीं, एंड आई नो आई एम गोइंग ओवरबोर्ड। मैं ये बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं, आप पूरा प्री सीजन आप मार्टिन के साथ खेले हो, मार्टिन हैड सो मेनी मिनट्स, आप गैलेगर को रिवॉर्ड दे रहे हो, तो मार्टिन को रिवॉर्ड क्यों नहीं दे रहे हो? ये तो डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स हो ना। गैलेगर का आई एग्री दैट आज भी डिसेंट परफॉर्मेंस था, ही इज नॉट अ स्टैंड आउट, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं हर एक मैच में 7 out of 10 परफॉर्मेंस दे रहा है, तो ही डिजर्व, चलो ठीक है। प्लस उसने क्लब कैप्टन का रोल निभाया है टेम्परेरी टिल रीस जेम्स इज कमिंग बैक, ठीक है, बट रियली मतलब यू आर मेकिंग श्योर प्लेयर्स को तो ब्लेम करना ही चाहिए मेरे भाई. इट्स आई थिंक इट्स अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ आज स्पेशली रेफरी, प्लेयर्स एंड पोचेटिनो, ऑल द थ्री मस्ट टेक द ब्लेम इक्वली. प्लेयर्स, आपको पता है व्हेन वी ऑलरेडी लैक, एक होता है ना मेंटल ब्लॉक होती है कि वी लैक की शॉट टेकिंग हमारी कम है लैम्पार्ड के फर्स्ट इंच से. तो आपको ये रिपीटेडली बोला जाता है. आज अभी तो ये भी नहीं बोल सकते सोशल मीडिया नहीं है, दे वुड हैव सीन अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. तो हाँ, काफी चीज आपको इग्नोर करनी है, लेकिन देयर इज नो स्मोक विदाउट फायर. आपको इतना बोला जाता है. प्रीटी श्योर पोचेटिनो भी बेवकूफ नहीं है, हमसे तो ज्यादा फुटबॉल जानता है टेक्निकली स्पीकिंग. आई वुड लाइक टू थिंक दैट. तो कहीं ना कहीं वो और उसकी टीम जो भी नंबर 2 कोचेस एक्सेट्रा मस्ट बी टेलिंग देम टेक मोर शॉट्स, टेक मोर शॉट्स, टेक मोर शॉट्स, टेक मोर शॉट्स, टेक मोर शॉट्स. तो आप सच में ले रहे हो? मतलब रियली क्या प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं वो नहीं है. प्लस द फैक्ट दैट आपको अगर क्रॉस करना ही है तो भाई आप हाई क्रॉसेस करके, मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, लास्ट में स्टर्लिंग वाज हेडिंग द बॉल, आपका होल्ड अप कर रहा है स्टर्लिंग विद बैक टू गोल. दैट्स एग्जैक्टली जो स्टर्लिंग ने खुद बोला, ही इज नॉट गुड एट. दैट इज व्हाई लास्ट सीजन में नहीं चला है. आप लास्ट में करना क्या चाह रहे थे? आप बेसिकली इतने प्रेशर में आ गए कि नहीं, निकोलस जैक्सन टुक अ येलो कार्ड, इट्स इजी टू टेक हिम ऑफ देन अ स्टर्लिंग, देन अ काइसेडो जो इतना पैसा दिया है. दैट इज व्हाट इट टेल्स मी. काइसेडो सपोजिटली फिट नहीं था फॉर 90 मिनट्स. काइसेडो खेला है ऑलमोस्ट पूरा 80 मिनट खेला है कम से कम.
Yeah, Caicedo has a 78 minutes खेला, but Ankit bhai, like on this point only, like Pochettino has a bit of pattern. Like when everything goes wrong, let's put everyone on the pitch, let's put every attacker on the pitch. But one thing I don't understand, Ankit bhai, is see, I can blame him for that. But my thing is that he doesn't even trust his youngsters. Mudryk, you go on to other youngsters. We've got Cole Palmer today. Ankit bhai, like I really want to talk about, like I'll just come to this one. First of all, I'm going to talk about this guy, Mr. Raheem Sterling. Yes, he started the season well. He started the season amazingly well, scored good against Luton. But where is this damn guy who is earning 300k per week, is a senior player, is a role model to every player in the team today, and the guy cannot even finish one chance again. Like today, he had 2 chances. He could not even put in the net. If he scores that, we at least get a draw. What's your opinion?
Actually, yes. जो राइट साइड में आई थिंक एक बॉल तो वो था शायद दिसासी ने उसको प्लेन किया था, एंड ऑन द राइट साइड वो डायरेक्टली भाई एमी मार्टिनेज के हील्स पर मारा था, व्हिच इज अ क्लियर मिस. और एक और ऑफ साइड था, यू कैन आर्ग्यू, लेकिन ठीक है, रिप्ले में दिखाई दिया कि वीआर जब जाता तो शायद ऑफ साइड नहीं होता. ही शुड हैव स्क्वेयर्ड द बॉल टू अ रनिंग निकोलस जैक्सन. वही नहीं, ऑफ साइड आप देखो, नंबर ऑफ ऑफ साइड आज भाई. यू आर रहीम स्टर्लिंग, आई गेट दैट कि कहीं ना कहीं यू वांट टू प्ले इन द एज, ठीक है, लेकिन आप सबसे एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर हो इन द अटैक. पीपल शुड लर्न फ्रॉम यू. यू शुड बी द फर्स्ट मैन जो होल्ड द लाइन वेल. यू शुड बी नोइंग, आपको पता रहना चाहिए. इवन इन मोमेंट, चलो ठीक है ऑफ साइड दे दिया गया, अगर उसको पता था कि इट इज एन ऑफ साइड, देन एंड प्रॉब्ली ही शुड बी नोइंग, अगर ऑफ साइड था तो निकोलस जैक्सन उसके पैरेलल में रन कर रहा था, उसको बोलना चाहिए था निकोलस जैक्सन भाई क्लोज एंड यू टेक द बॉल. ही शुड हैव डन अ डमी एंड लेट हिम टेक द बॉल. तो ये गेम अवेयरनेस होती है, ये होता है जहां पर एक्सपीरियंस कॉल होता है. इसलिए मैं थियागो सिल्वा को भी गाली दिया. थियागो सिल्वा, स्टर्लिंग, I think are equally to be blamed as much as Pochettino and the referee. I genuinely believe it. क्योंकि that goal could have been saved अगर थियागो सिल्वा मुंह खोल के बताता उस समय, या खुद कर लेता फाउल एक बंदे को. और सेम चीज अगर स्टर्लिंग would have taken one of those chances or at least coached on the pitch. भाई आप सीनियर बंदे हो, आपको बोलना पड़ेगा निकोलस जैक्सन को, who is very new, very raw. तो that is what I'm saying. And again, आप निकोलस जैक्सन की बात कर सकते हो भी एट द सेम टाइम. मुड्रिक प्लेड अ वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉल. अब इससे रिजल्ट क्या हो गया, लोग कोई नहीं बात करेगा उसको. वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉल खेला था तो निकोलस जैक्सन, और वो इंस्टेड ऑफ, याद है जो टॉरेस ने बीट किया था यहाँ पर बेंफिका गोलकीपर को 2013 यूरोपा लीग फाइनल, इट वाज अ वेरी सिमिलर वन ऑन वन मोमेंट. और जो हैवर्ट्स ने किया था चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल, ही शुड हैव जस्ट एक स्टेप ओवर करता, लेफ्ट साइड से लेफ्ट स्कोर कर लेता. ही डिड नहीं, राइट साइड से मारना निकोलस जैक्सन को. तो हमें बोलना चाहिए प्लेयर्स को, पीपल लाइक स्टर्लिंग, पीपल लाइक जैक्सन स्पेशली जो फ्रंट थ्री में खेल रहा है, दे नीड टू टेक मोर शॉट्स. दैट इज वेयर हम मिस कर रहे हैं एज अ टीम,
एज अ कोचिंग टीम. Today, even Raheem Sterling, experienced player, you're one-on-one with the goalkeeper and you're trying to go straight at him. Even a sense, you go just behind Emilio Martinez and he's 1-1. And I think Raheem Sterling, for me, making these mistakes, Ankit bhai, is something which really concerns me. He is the most experienced attacker in a team, the highest earning player in a team, the player that everybody looks forward to, and you're missing these chances. How can I even come here blame Nicolas Jackson, Mudryk, when these guys are just teenage boys when the most developed player right now is not stepping, and that is the problem, Ankit bhai. The so-called experienced player we have got for me are not good enough. Thiago Silva for me now is not the defender he used to be, and Raheem Sterling right now has never in his life been a clinical finisher, Ankit bhai. And I'm really getting furious with Raheem Sterling. But that brings me to this boy. I love him in terms of, yes, he's a young player. I respect him. But there are some things where you cannot even say you are young. And Nicholas Jackson right now is not stepping up to the plate to be a Chelsea striker wearing that beautiful shirt. First of all, I'm going to your opinion before I give my opinion on him. What's your opinion on Nicholas Jackson right now?
देखो मैं आई वाज हियरिंग यू आल्सो सेम चीज देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स जो निकोलस जैक्सन करता है वेयर वी एक्चुअली अडोर हिम लाइक वाओ मैन वाओ क्या एनर्जी है क्या भाई फाइट है बंदा भाई उससे घंटा मिलता है हम लोगों को दैट्स अ रियलिटी दैट्स फुटबॉल दैट्स वो कटथ्रोट फुटबॉल है ईपीएल में आपको करना पड़ेगा व्हेन इट मैटर्स यू आर नंबर 9 फॉर चेल्सी फुटबॉल क्लब और उसकी गलती नहीं है यू कैन आर्ग्यू यस इट इज ओनरशिप इश्यू आप पॉच ने क्यों अप्रूव किया है ना गेट दैट कि इंकुंकू पर डिपेंड कर रहे थे मे बी यू कैन आल्सो से कि इंजरी नहीं होती इंकुंकू को लॉन्ग टर्म तो क्योंकि निकोलस जैक्सन इज स्कोरिंग ब्लैंक्स यू वुड हैव आस्क्ड इंकुंकू टू प्ले स्ट्राइकर मुड्रिक आपका लेफ्ट विंग खेलता स्टर्लिंग या जो भी राइट विंग में खेलता मडवेके जो भी बोलो ठीक है यहां पर मैं बोलूंगा निकोलस जैक्सन का एक मेजर इश्यू क्या है ना वो अपने आप को समझता है वो खुद डेनिस बर्गकैम्प है सो ही नीड्स टू बी टोल्ड डेनिस बर्गकैम्प वो समझता है अपने आप को Now, Dennis Bergkamp, he was one of the best when it comes to close control, when it comes to the technique, when it comes to वो literally ball चिपकती थी, उस you know that kind of thing. Nicholas Jackson release ही करता यार. I get that कि आप अच्छे you know close control के साथ आते हो, आप अच्छा you know एक 1-2 कर सकते हो किसी के साथ या बेसिकली होल्ड अप भी रख सकते हो डिसेंट है ऐसे नहीं कि बहुत ही बुरा है लेकिन व्हेन स्टर्लिंग इज क्लियरली रनिंग ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड मुड्रिक इज क्लियरली ऑन द रनिंग ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इवन लेटर ऑन भाई आपके फुल बैक रन कर रहे तो आप रिलीज करने में एटर्निटी क्रिसमस तक वेट क्यों कर रहे आप रिलीज नहीं करते या तो आप शॉट लो ताकि चलो कोई नहीं है सपोर्ट तो आप शॉट लो ताकि एटलीस्ट प्लेयर को लग के कॉर्नर मिल जाए थ्रो इन मिल जाए या तो बेसिकली यू नो एक जस्ट play the ball on the right hand side so running Sterling or running Mudryk can take it. One issue is that he needs to be clearly told. Yellow card तो भाई let's not even get started क्योंकि उसको पता था clearly यहाँ पर प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में बोला है पॉच ने और don't tell me players don't know what's being spoken in the press conference ठीक है वो 100% पता है और यहाँ पर definitely one on one भी बोला होगा और बोला भी नहीं है तो उसको खुद को पता रहना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट गेम हमारी ब्राइटन के साथ है इन द कप राइट ही इज गोइंग टू मिस इट इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. ब्रोया इज ही रेडी फॉर 90 मिनट्स टू प्ले दैट लेवल? Probably
I don't think so. I don't think he's ready.
ठीक है तो वहां पर और ये हमारी लक बोल दो या क्या ही बेवकूफी बोल दो फाइनली जब हमें लगा कि भाई निकोलस जैक्सन ब्रोया आर अवेलेबल ये निकोलस जैक्सन बोल दिया नहीं यार मुझे लेना है येलो कार्ड मुझे लेना है सस्पेंशन. तो एट अ टाइम ये रूल है क्या चेल्सी में 3 स्ट्राइकर्स में खाली एक ही अवेलेबल रहेगा तो ये बेवकूफी नहीं तो और क्या है. और नॉट ओनली दैट इवन आप बोल सकते हो हेडिंग एबिलिटी बहुत ही इज फार फ्रॉम द फिनिश आर्टिकल फार. तो ये नंबर 1 स्ट्राइकर है ही नहीं. मैं एग्री करता हूं दैट यस ही वाज गुड इन प्री सीजन यस वो विलारियल के लिए किया स्कोर यस बंदा अच्छा है इन टर्म्स ऑफ हिज एबिलिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ हिज क्या बोलते हैं ट्रायर है बट द रियलिटी इज दैट इज ही इज नॉट अ स्टार्टिंग स्ट्राइकर एट चेल्सी फुटबॉल क्लब राइट नाउ स्पेशली जब हम लिटरली मैं तो भाई देखा नहीं 15-15 तो हो गया हम क्या है हमारा पोजीशन अभी 15 तो जाएंगे
हमारा भी आई थिंक 15-16 है. I think 15 or 16 in the league, just above Everton.
भाई these are the days भाई हम बोल रहे हैं ब्राइटन हमारे से बेटर है एवर्टन हमारे से जस्ट नीचे में क्या ही बोलूं यार दैट इज मतलब और ये ऐसे भी नहीं वन ऑफ है लास्ट सीजन भी सेम स्टोरी था. तो अगेन आई एम नॉट बीइंग वॉच आउट बट जैसे मैं बोल रहा था अपने स्ट्रीम में भी नॉन स्टॉप फॉर लास्ट 4.5 आवर्स दैट बेसिकली यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट आपके जो नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स है ना आप उसको डिस्कस करिए और फिक्स करिए. यू कैन नॉट जस्ट डू ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस. यस इंजरीज है यस आपने बहुत ज्यादा चेंजेस किए हैं इन द स्क्वाड एंड ऑल दैट. यस निकोलस जैक्सन मुड्रिक यू कैन आर्ग्यू भाई लॉट ऑफ यंग प्लेयर्स काफी रॉ है अभी भी. एंजो भी मैं बोलता हूँ इज नॉट अ फिनिश आर्टिकल येट लेकिन आपने डेफिनेटली पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट रखना है. पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट ये नहीं कि भाई दे आर नॉट परफॉर्मिंग कीप देम ऑन. पॉजिटिव ये है कि भाई स्टार्ट पॉजिटिव ऑन द फ्रंट फुट. आपके लाइनअप आपके अगर चांसेस आ रहे हैं तो भाई ट्राई टू मेक मोस्ट ऑफ इट. आप ट्राई करो एज मच एज पॉसिबल. आप पास करते रहते हो टू इटर्निटी. यू नीड टू बी फॉरवर्ड थिंकर आपके ऑन द पिच. और दीज थिंग्स कहां से आते हैं? आपके प्लेयर से आते हैं सीनियर प्लेयर से आते हैं मोर इंपॉर्टेंटली कोचिंग स्टाफ से आते हैं. तो वो कोचिंग स्टाफ हैज टू बी ब्लेम्ड. बट अगेन रेफरी तो भाई मैं क्या ये बोलूं यार रेफरी एफए का तो मतलब गाइस अगेन जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं, और श्रेय आपको क्या रिएक्शन था? मतलब गुस्तो हार्श चैलेंज था डेफिनेटली, इट वाज अ टफ टैकल, लेकिन आई थॉट ही गॉट द बॉल एंड देन फॉलो थ्रू में था.
I think मेरे को भी ये
इट वाज
लगा.
पार्ट ऑफ
I
फुटबॉल.
thought Gusto got the ball, but I think overall अंकित भाई ये as per rules I think that should have been a red क्योंकि straight up इसके leg पे जा रहा है, तो I think as per the rule it's a red.
अग्रीड. तो मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ ना, अगर आप उसको ऑन द फील्ड रेड कार्ड देते तब मैं फिर भी इतना कंप्लेन नहीं करता. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू से कि उसके वजह से ही हुआ है, लेकिन उसके वजह से पॉच नेगेटिव हुआ है ना, तो वो इफेक्ट किया है आज के गेम में. व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज, क्योंकि हमने प्रीमियर लीग देखा है, हर एक मैच आप भी देखो श्रेय, एंड नॉट जस्ट दिस सीजन, फ्रॉम सीजंस टुगेदर. इफ दिस, विद ऑल डू रेस्पेक्ट, इफ इट गोज टू अ सर्टेन टीम इन रेड, तो और इवन अ सर्टेन टीम इन स्काई ब्लू, इन माय पर्सनल ओपिनियन वो वाला ओवरटर्न नहीं होता. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. आप ओवरटर्न किए हो वीआर, तो वीआर को ब्लेम करूंगा मोर देन द रेफरी. और रेफरी को अगर बोला जाए कान में वीआर द्वारा दैट कम ऑन, इट इज डेफिनेटली यू नीड टू सी इट, देन रेफरी तो 90% वही देगा. बहुत रेयरली होता है कि नहीं देता. तो मैं वही बता रहा हूँ, 50-50 डिसीजन जब होते हैं अगेंस्ट चेल्सी, एंड इट्स नॉट वन ऑफ एवरी गेम में एटलीस्ट एक डिसीजन ऐसे होता है, मेजर डिसीजन. जनरली वो रीजन नहीं होता, लेकिन आज वो रीजन है, क्योंकि उसके बाद में ही पॉच नेगेटिव गए, उसके बाद में ही मुड्रिक वाज पॉजिटिव, वाज टेकन ऑफ, उसके बाद में ही एंजो वाज नॉट सो गुड, लेकिन एटलीस्ट पोटेंशियल गोल स्कोर वाज टेकन ऑफ. आपने डाला है लेस्ली उगोचुकू, विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट अच्छा प्लेयर है, लेकिन ही इज नॉट योर आंसर व्हेन यू एट होम. यार आप 0-0 थे अगेंस्ट एस्टन विला, जब आप 14 तो तब आप एक पॉइंट के लिए इतना नेगेटिव हो रहे हो. आपने वो एक पॉइंट भी गवा दिया और साला यूज भी नहीं किया आपने.
And I give it like with Nicholas Jackson, I have the biggest problem with Nicholas Jackson is I think I was saying in the preseason, yes, he was bagging in goals, but our fans were going on 15 goals, 20 goals. That was never going to happen. As much as I have seen of Nicholas Jackson, this guy is overall more like a shadow striker or inside forward. I never feel like he's a traditional number 9. Traditional number 9 are players that can get in the box and get the goal scoring opportunity. Those are the traditional 9s. And for me, he has never ever looked like a traditional 9 to me. He had the chances against Nottingham Forest that should have been in the back of the net. Today, again, he had the chances. That chance he missed. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? You could have put a left foot onto it, and that would have been a straight goal. I'm absolutely furious with Nicholas Jackson, but overall, I'm still very calm. I don't blame the young boy. I blame the ownership for signing such an inexperienced player when they needed to put some experience around him. And that is my thoughts on Nicholas Jackson. I don't think he's going to improve very quickly. The boy needs very development, very much time, and I think the ownership have put the club in a big trouble. But coming on to another one, that is Broja is finally back. Ankit bhai, on Broja, what impact do you think Broja can make for us instead of Nicholas Jackson?
One thing is the heading ability. I think Broja better है heading ability में. I think उसके पास है एक proper number 9 वाला लाता है. दोनों ही behind runs करते हैं, लेकिन Broja का वही है ना, मैच फिटनेस कितना है उसके लिए. तो वो pace of Jackson problem जो क्रिएट करता है जैक्सन फॉर द डिफेंडर, दैट ब्रोया विल ही बी एबल टू डू. वो करता था ऑफ कोर्स साउथहैम्पटन डेज में, लेकिन अभी वो कर पाएगा क्या आफ्टर द लॉन्ग टर्म इंजरी सो सून, वो एक इश्यू है. लेकिन हाँ, इन टर्म्स ऑफ होल्डिंग अप, इन टर्म्स ऑफ हेडिंग एबिलिटी, मैं बोलता हूँ ब्रोया आर्ग्युबली इज बेटर देन निकोलस जैक्सन. तो वो एक डेफिनेटली हेल्प होगा. ऑल्सो एक फैक्ट है कि आप अगर देखते हो निकोलस जैक्सन मे बी बेटर है जस्ट ऑन द फुटबॉलिंग वाइज, लेकिन अगर आप ब्रोया के बारे में बोलते हो, दैट एक टिपिकल नंबर 9 जो होता है ना, वेयर यू आर एक्चुअली स्टिकिंग टू द डिफेंडर नो मैटर व्हाट, तो वो वाला चीज है ब्रोया में. तो आई थिंक वो हेल्प करेगा तो काइंड ऑफ ड्रॉ डिफेंडर्स उसके ओर में, और वो इट माइट हेल्प मुड्रिक एंड स्टर्लिंग मोर. लेकिन उस पर ये प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है. मैं तो ये भी बोल रहा था आज, डिस्पाइट द येलो कार्ड, निकोलस जैक्सन को रखना चाहिए था आज, इसलिए बिकॉज मुझे लगता है ब्रोया और निकोलस जैक्सन दोनों ही ऐसे स्ट्राइकर्स है व्हिच इज इन द चेल्सी सिस्टम इज बेटर ऑफ प्लेइंग अ फ्रंट टू. आई थिंक वो बेटर करेंगे. तो मैं नहीं बोलता दैट अब ब्रोया इज द आंसर राइट नाउ टू स्टार्ट, लेकिन अब इट इज व्हाट इट इज एटलीस्ट नेक्स्ट गेम के लिए. पॉजिटिव तो है ही यार, पॉजिटिव आज के गेम में यही है कि ब्रोया को थोड़ा सा मिनट्स मिले, although he didn't look really ready. सच में.
And again, the biggest thing that I like about Broja is very good physically, and he's already been in the Premier League club where he scored 15 goals at Southampton, so he already knows how to score the goals in the league. And I'm very happy to see him back. For me, I love Nico, but Nico has to be dropped. For me, play Mudryk at the left, play Cole Palmer in the middle, and play your Raheem Sterling at the right and Broja up top. And for me, Ankit, one thing I've seen Raheem Sterling do well in his life, one thing I will say is why I still believe Chelsea did a good decision to sign Sterling, but they did not have the mind to where to use him. At Manchester City, Raheem Sterling played his best football with a striker, Aguero. He used to put the crosses, the tap-ins, and Aguero used to put them in the back of the net. I think Sterling is more of a good assister than a scorer. And if you can play with a striker who can score 20-25 goals, I think Raheem Sterling will suddenly look like a very, very good signing. But I think, Ankit bhai, that's the problem. The Blood have not just signed a striker, and I think the whole team is suffering. So on final on Broja, do you think Broja can be the answer to our scoring problems, Ankit bhai?
Well, अगर नहीं है तो भाई let's hit the wall together भाई, let's bang our wall against the head rather than head to against the wall. क्योंकि देखो रहीम स्टर्लिंग के बारे में हम इनफ बात कर लिए, ब्रोया हैज टू बी द आंसर यार, वो डायरेक्टनेस है उसमें। हम बोलते हैं मतलब कहीं ना कहीं, आई नो काफी सारे ऑप्टिमिस्टिक फैंस होते हैं जो कंपेयर करते हैं ब्रोया टू डिएगो कोस्टा। उस कैटेगरी ऑफ स्ट्राइकर्स में बहुत ब्रीफली आप सोच सकते हो, लेकिन ही हैज अ लॉन्ग वे टू गो। तो मैं अगेन वापस बोलता हूँ, मैं डिपेंड नहीं करने वाला, लेकिन हमारे पास ऑप्शन है नहीं, दैट्स अ रियलिटी। इंकुंकू आपके आने वाले दिसंबर तक, तो कार्नी अगर आ भी जाते हैं नेक्स्ट मंथ, आई डोंट थिंक इट विल हेल्प द गोल स्कोरिंग, क्योंकि नॉट अ गोल स्कोरर, और ये वो कैम है। और निकोलस जैक्सन तो हम देख लिए, एक गेम मिसिंग है, चलो वापस आएंगे। मैं ये जरूर से बोलूंगा दैट इज इट टाइम, मतलब आप लोग बोलिए विद ब्रोया बीइंग देयर, और जो फिजिकल एलिमेंट बोला श्रेय ने, आप लोग बोलिए, और श्रेय आप भी बोलो, should we go 3 the back and play 3-5-2?
I think for me, I've been always thinking for me in this team, I think we should be at least for me going back three, play Chilwell and James as wingbacks when they're fit, and protect the back three and then go all out attack.
क्योंकि वो फॉर वॉट एवर रीजन अभी स्पेशली, क्योंकि अभी गुस्तो सस्पेंडेड होगा, आई डोंट थिंक गुस्तो का ओवरटर्न होगा, क्योंकि चेल्सी के लिए डिसीजन था, प्लस लाइक वी सेड इट वाज 50-50 डिसीजंस अगेंस्ट गया, तो दे वोंट ओवरटर्न इट। तो गुस्तो नहीं है, रीस जेम्स नहीं है अभी, और लिवाई कॉलवेल फेटिश है, आपको जो भी खिलाना ही है, नो मैटर व्हाट, गलती करे नहीं करे हमको खिलाना ही है। तो लिवाई कॉलवेल को आपको खिलाना ही है, वेदर वी लाइक इट और नॉट, वो खेलेगा, हमें पता है, ठीक है। तो लिवाई कॉलवेल आपका, Thiago Silva, you can argue, is better in the back three, and then you have a Disasi playing at a right center back, or maybe
Badeshil left center back, or Badeshil.
Let's see. अभी तो Badeshil भी ready नहीं है। Then you have आपका wings में, क्योंकि मुड्रिक के पास है पेस, उसको सिखाइए to kind of do that job, और राइट साइड में स्टर्लिंग आपका गोल नहीं कर सकता, एटलीस्ट वो डिफेंसिव वर्क कर लेगा। आई एम जस्ट सेइंग गो लिटिल बिट अटैकिंग, और मिडल में क्योंकि आप उससे भी फेटिश रखते हो कि आज फॉर व्हाट एवर रीजन आप 0-0 थे एट होम अगेंस्ट एस्टन विला, जब आप 14th टेबल में, फिर भी आप खिला रहे हो एक पॉइंट पर काइसेडो, लेस्ली ओगोचुक्wu और गैलेगर थे, तब आपको खिलाना ही है। तो जैसे मैंने बोला लेवाई कॉलेज का वहां भी रखिए, आप लोग खेलो वहां पर, और देन प्ले टू अप फ्रंट, जो लग भी रहा था टुवर्ड्स एंड वी वर ट्राइंग टू डू विद मे बी ब्रोया एंड पामर फॉर द टाइम बीइंग, और जब वापस निकोलस जैक्सन आ जाए, निकोलस जैक्सन ब्रोया, आई थिंक इट मेक्स मोर सेंस इफ आई एम बीइंग वेरी ऑनेस्ट, क्योंकि उससे एटलीस्ट हम ड्रॉ तो निकाल पाएंगे, और वी कैन हिट पीपल ऑन द ब्रेक बेटर, और उससे क्या होता है, वी हैव एन एक्स्ट्रा मैन इन सेंटर फॉरवर्ड रोल। तो भाई इंडिया का जीतने का चांस आ रहा है, बाय द वे, एक विकेट नीडेड, समथिंग गुड हैपनिंग।
And again, even on Mudryk, for me, I will say on Mudryk, I think Mudryk played really well today. That pass Mudryk made was something outstanding. He should have an assist today. And Mudryk, whenever he had the ball, he was taking on the player. And that's what somebody you want to see from a player. I think Mudryk, for me, was outstanding today, Ankit. But he was fabulous today, Mudryk. But again, the same problem with Chelsea. The winger can play as well as he can. But when the striker can't finish their dinner, they are going to be blamed. Mudryk has so far not had very bad games for Chelsea. But the rivals will always go on his bad games because the strikers cannot finish dinner. What's your
opinion? किसको यहाँ पर एक तो पॉच तो है ही, तो टेक हिम ऑफ वाली, बट बिफोर दैट इवन एंजो फर्नांडिस एंड निकोलस जैक्सन, आई डोंट थिंक दे हैड अ ग्रेट गेम विद मुड्रिक। मुड्रिक ऐसा क्लियरली बंदा है, हमें दिख रहा है, उनको नहीं दिख रहा है क्या? वो लोग खेले साथ में इतना अभी ऑलरेडी, 1-2s पे डिपेंड करता है। आज बहुत बार कोशिश किया, लेकिन देयर वाज नो वन। He actually played well. I agree with you. I think he gave like almost an 8 out of 10 performance, which is very rare for Mudryk. तो आज एक्चुअली अच्छा था। हाँ, he lost the ball 2-3 समय इन अ बैड पोजीशन, काउंटर हो रहा था एस्टन विला का, बट दैट इज वेयर आई एम सेइंग 3-5-2 में होगा ना, तो वहां पर प्रोटेक्शन होगा मुड्रिक के लिए, तो आई थिंक वो ज्यादा ट्राई कर सकता है वहां पर। और 3-5-2 कैन चेंज इनटू 4 एट द बैक इन गेम प्ले, आप क्योंकि आपका पास एक अगर है, मे बी अगर मालो कुछ तो वापस आ जाता है आफ्टर 3 गेम्स, वी थिंक अबाउट दैट, मे बी रीस जेम्स कम्स बैक, वी थिंक अबाउट दैट। लेकिन मैं तो बोलता हूँ इट्स प्रॉब्ली टाइम, और ये भी बोल सकता हूँ इयन मार्टिन को भी आप ब्रेक दे सकते हो, और अगर आपको मुड्रिक से खेलना ही है, मे बी आप क्या, यू नो व्हाट, नेक्स्ट गेम के लिए मैं करूंगा श्रेय, एक्चुअली ऑन सेकंड थॉट, यू नो गाइस, आप लोग भी बोलिए, इयन मार्टिन ने खेला था ईएफएल कप गेम अगेंस्ट विंबलडन, ही केम ऑन, रिमेंबर, और ही स्टार्टेड वन ऑफ द 2 फॉर श्योर। मैं, यू नो, ब्राइटन के लिए एटलीस्ट क्या करूंगा, मैं दूंगा इयन मार्टिन को ब्रेक, मैं दूंगा इयन मार्टिन को प्लेयर लेफ्ट विंग बैक, स्टर्लिंग प्लेयर्स राइट विंग बैक, और आप बैक थ्री तो हम बोल दिए, मिडिल 3 भी हमें पता ही है जो लोग पिक होंगे, और अप फ्रंट आप खेलो क्योंकि आपके पास निकोलस जैक्सन नहीं है, पामर नहीं, मैं खेलूंगा मुड्रिक को अप फ्रंट एज अ सेकंड स्ट्राइकर टू अ ब्रोया. Everyone let me know if you agree.
And I think fully agree. Like even with Divesh, by one thing Manchester United are doing is they're grinding out results. With Chelsea right now, we had the easiest fixture list. We could not beat Nottingham Forest at home. I don't think this Aston Villa side right now really great. Today they were for the taking, and I think if today Manchester City is playing, today Tottenham is playing, I think Aston Villa get battered 3-1, 4-1 today. They were not good. They were not good. They made us look like prime Barcelona for the first 20 minutes, but Chelsea cannot finish the dinner, and that is the problem with them. They just cannot finish our chances, and it makes me irritated. Before I go to the next slide, people, please do go to Ankit Bhai channel, Almighty Blues FC, and subscribe, and do like the stream and subscribe because
We
we're
have
already
won the, at least all Indian fans, we have won the series against Australia at least, and at least gone to the round of 16 of Asian Games. But yeah, please continue.
Yeah, and for me, people have been saying for a long time, I love Thiago Silva, a legend, and I love him to bits. But overall, I think Thiago Silva is too slow for a back four, and I think we need a Badiashile back. I think if the manager has the guts, he either drops Livy Colville and plays a proper left back, or he plays Badiashile, Livy Colville, both left-footed, and drops Disasi. But I think it's time for Chelsea to have pacey centre backs. I love Thiago Silva, but I think Thiago Silva is not good enough to play in a back four. We are too slow from the back. We pass too slow from the back. And on one counter, we are done. No decision is done. And sometimes for me, Thiago Silva hurries it too much. And I think we need Badiashile back very soon. He used to be calm, physical, aggressive, and used to be very good with the ball. And I think once Badiashile is back, we will look a much better side from the back. Ankit bhai, on you, do you think Badiashile coming back can really change a lot for us?
मैं तो भाई डायरेक्टली बोल रहा हूँ कि बाडेशेल तो आना चाहिए कॉलविल की जगह. आई गेट यू व्हाट यू सेइंग. थियागो सिल्वा, देखो थियागो सिल्वा का थोड़ा सा बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट दूंगा. वन बिकॉज आई थिंक टुकल का जो नॉट गिविंग द कैप्टन आर्मबैंड वाइस कैप्टन वो भी हो सकता है. आई डोंट नो, माइट बी रॉन्ग, आई माइट बी ओवर थिंकिंग डिस्पाइट वो जो बोला है प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में. लेकिन उसका पेस इज अ फैक्ट, जैसे आपने बोला ना, इट्स अ फैक्ट. ठीक है, वी कैन नॉट गो, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ 3 द बैक विल प्रोटेक्ट हिम. बट कॉलविल आई थिंक इज बीइंग वे टू प्रोटेक्टेड. कॉलविल इतना ज्यादा हाइप हो गया ना भाई चेल्सी फैन बेस. यानी अच्छा है बंदा भाई, काफी अच्छी चीज करता है, गेट दैट. बट यू कैन नॉट जस्ट बी अ रोल्स रॉयस, यू हैव टू डू द डर्टी वर्क. मैंने खुद अपने स्ट्रीम में बोला है, आज के दिन में आई वुड प्रेफर अ प्राइम ज़ुमा देन कॉलविल एनी डे ऑफ द वीक. एनी डे ऑफ द वीक मुझे चाहिए ओल्ड स्कूल डिफेंडिंग. वो लाता है बाडेशिल. आई नो बाडेशिल भी काफी काम है, काफी स्लो है, बट एटलीस्ट एक फिजिकलिटी लाता है विच कॉलविल लैक्स. एंड आई नो लॉन्ग टर्म इंजरी है कहीं ना कहीं, बट आई होप ही कम्स बैक वेल. बट बाडेशिल 100% हैज टू स्टार्ट. या जब भी फिट हो जाए ना, एक या दिसासी को ड्रॉप करो या सिल्वा को करो या आप कॉलविल को करो, एक बंदा ड्रॉप होगा. मेरे ख्याल से कॉलविल होना चाहिए. दिसासी, आई नो काफी लोग दिसासी पर भी ब्लेम कर रहे हैं. देखो दिसासी जस्ट अबव एवरेज डिफेंडर है, इज नॉट अ वर्ल्ड क्लास डिफेंडर, लेकिन वो एटलीस्ट जॉब तो करता है. आई डोंट थिंक कॉलविल के पास में वाओ व्हाट अ पास वाला चीज है, लेकिन भाई आप पहले डिफेंडर हो.
And again, defensively today, I was not that impressed with him. But I still think in the goal one, he still won the tackle. But I think Robert Sanchez could have done better there. But today, Robert Sanchez saved us. So I can't even say.
You have to do dirty sometimes. You have to do dirty. मतलब आप चाहे आप डेविड सिल्वा की इतनी हंसी उड़ा दो भाई, he was good at certain things. The shit house is needed. That is needed. I don't think he has that mentality. Colville ka. He needs to build.
And I agree. And on this one, Jonathan Trossard attack में David Dutton Fofana को भेजना गलत decision हो गया. I think we already have so many youngsters. I can guarantee you, if David Dutton Fofana was right now playing for Chelsea, we will be saying the same thing we have done for Nicholas Jackson. And again, my owners' question go to the great Todd Boehly, the owners, DDF, David Dutton Fofana, Broja, Nicholas Jackson. Are we building a toddlers 11 here? Are we building a Chelsea toddlers? I think we can remove the lion, put a kid there, and we are going to become a nice kid 11. Can we change the name as well? Chelsea Youth 11. I think that will look much better than Chelsea Cowboys, Chelsea Young Boys. I think that's what we are becoming right now. BSC Young Boys FC, Chelsea Young Boys FC. And I think Todd Boehly has changed the DNA of this club. I don't know what's really going on with him. And I think DDF would have done the same. DDF is a good young striker, but he needs time. I think for me, I've always said a player like Nicholas Jackson needed a loan to a good club before he gets experience. But I think Chelsea have fast-tracked the process too much. They want to play the youngsters right now. But if we want to play the youngsters right now, we have to give them the patience and the time. And that brings me to why no Cole Palmer when we already can't score. Ankit bhai, like I love Gallagher, but Gallagher in the role of a CM along with we can say Caicedo, Gallagher playing as a center midfielder, Enzo Fernandez playing as a number 10. This is something I don't get a Pochettino. Why no Cole Palmer? What do you think? Like, is this a ludicrous decision by Pochettino?
देखो Cole Palmer not being there is because of the fact that Cole Palmer defensively maybe may not have that physicality ना, तो वो Aston Villa के against I can understand as a start. What I don't understand is आप almost 70 मिनट तक wait क्यों कर रहे हो? When you are already 40 and you're 0-0 and you're a man down, आप फिर आप goal down as well, then you're almost getting Palmer and Broja. मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना आपको, when you have that ability, एक left footedness लाता है, एक अलग angle लाता है, you know that half spaces में, that hole में he has that ability. I would say that Cole Palmer at this point in time, you can argue that he deserved to be, after looking at the performance after the impact. आप बोल सकते हो एंजो से बेटर परफॉर्मेंस था कोल पामर का आज इन दैट शॉर्ट स्पैन ऑफ 20 मिनट्स. तो मैं तो बोलूंगा कोल पामर से शुरू करो. बाय द टाइम का आई थिंक टू बी ऑनेस्ट जब कार्नी इंजर्ड हुआ हम इनिशियली कोल पामर के लिए शायद नहीं जाते, हो सकता है मे बी बिकॉज़ ही वाज इंजर्ड वी हैव गॉन फॉर कोल पामर. तो व्हाई डोंट यू यूज इट? आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड
An emergency signing थी. आई एम 100% श्योर दिस इज an emergency signing.
नहीं इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक के जस्ट बाद मैं अंडरस्टैंड करता हूं. अभी तो सेकंड गेम है ना, तो अभी तक तो ट्रेनिंग भी होगी साथ में टीम के. तो he should have come on at dot 60 minutes max और started the second half. क्योंकि आपको लग रहा था कि आपका वो एक एंजो का वो जिप वाला चीज मिसिंग हो. एंजो वॉट एवर रीजन आप 2 नंबर 8 के साथ खेल रहे हो, व्हाई वाज ही ऑन सो मच ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड? आपको इतना ही खेलना तो राइट हैंड साइड में ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल पामर है.
Thank you so much, brother. Like, it's so good to see you are seeing from London. So big up, and overall, bro, it hurts. They're losing the match today. It really, really hurts. And big up to Chandan bhai. I really want to apologize. I took Tottenham lightly, but I thought Arsenal would be better side. So Chandan bhai, I apologize. I know my prediction was 3-1. So I apologize and well done to Tottenham. They were fantastic. And right now, it makes me jealous right now. Tottenham, the way they are playing and the way Chelsea is playing right now. 1 billion scored against a 200, 300 million scored. And Ankit bhai, like, final one on Ankit bhai on Cole Palmer. Like you see Tottenham Hotspur, they are playing Brennan Johnson. The manager is playing the new signings. And our manager right now is playing players out of position. Left centre back on left back. Centre attacking midfielder in Gallagher to CM. Enzo Fernandez in a number 10 role. And then dropping Cole Palmer. For me, Ankit bhai was better than most of our players when he came on the pitch. Made some good passes. What do you think, Ankit bhai? Like, why is he not getting chances under Pochettino?
मैं तो बोलता हूँ Pochettino, sorry pardon my language, but he's lost his balls of steel which we thought he has. बहुत सारे मतलब just to keep the players happy or just to keep the owners happy वाले decisions ले रहा है. I think something like that is happening. और वो strong decisions नहीं ले रहा. He needs to be able to drop certain players. मतलब for example playing a Caicedo for 80 minutes आज इतना desperation against Aston Villa at home I don't think was the need as much as Caicedo का इतना भी बुरा performance नहीं था जितना लोग बना रहे. और as well as basically Enzo didn't have a great game. चलो ठीक है. Mudryk easy scapegoat है, आप उसको take off कर रहे हो when you are 10 men down. You're not playing Martin even 1 minute really. आप चिलवेल को शुरू नहीं कर रहे क्यों? क्योंकि कॉलवेल को आपने प्रॉमिस किया है. That's how we signed an extension. So there are certain things, right, that we need to be making sure that is Pochettino will be that man, will be that man who will take those hard decisions. क्योंकि मतलब coming to Chelsea, being an ex-Spurs manager and someone who was there आपके battle of the bridge में, you expect certain stronger decisions. आप ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस नहीं बोल सकते. आप खुद बोल रहे थे चेल्सी इज अबाउट विनिंग. सो अगर वो सच में है तो आप जब तक पामर को स्टार्ट करोगे, जब तक आप रियलाइज करोगे मार्टिन इज एक्चुअली डिजर्विंग टू एटलीस्ट ट्राई टू बी स्टार्टेड, तब तक इट विल बी टू लेट. वी आर ऑलरेडी 14th भाई, 14th. 6 गेम्स, बट 6 गेम में डिस्पाइट डूइंग वेल वी आर डूइंग सो बैडली इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिजल्ट्स. तो पामर इज कमिंग अप के मैन सिटी एकेडमी से, मैन सिटी के टीम में रहा है. ही इज अ रीसेंट विनर. आप पॉजिटिविटी लाओगे थोड़ा पिच में पामर अगर शुरू करे तो.
Agreed, Ankit bhai. And first of all, people, because Ankit bhai has to go, please go there to Almighty Blues FC and subscribe. Ankit bhai puts us some absolutely fantastic content in the Premier League, and like our own Chelsea fellow fan, we're absolutely destroyed right now. Thank you so much, brother. It really means a lot. All the support means a lot. And please go and subscribe to Ankit bhai channel, Almighty Blues FC. We'll continue the stream. But Ankit bhai has to go. He's been streaming for a long time today. So thank you, Ankit bhai. Final words, and thank you so much, bhai. It was an absolute pleasure.
No problem. Final words यही है कि यार like I said, try we have to change something either आपके tactics में या number 2 जो भी है Poch का यार needs to have a proper one-on-one. Poch needs to look at the mirror. आप खुद ही बोल रहे थे वी आर चेल्सी, वी आर अबाउट विनिंग, एंड आप खुद ही इतने नेगेटिव टैक्टिक्स लगा रहे हो. और भाई एफए तो भाई डोंट गेट मी स्टार्टेड, सो डोंट एक्सपेक्ट समथिंग फ्रॉम द एफए इफ यू आर अ चेल्सी फैन. इट्स ओके, आई नो 50-50 डिसीजंस काफी जाते हैं, बट यू कैन नॉट से इट जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट और बिकॉज ऑफ द इंजरीज. We have more problems than that. We cannot just keep sit here and blame the owners. We should have blamed the owners when it was required. Abhi, let's get it right on the pitch, the mentality, the players, the tactics, and of course our coaching staff. लेकिन पॉच आउट इज नॉट द आंसर. एट द सेम टाइम वॉइस और ओपिनियन, एंड एग्जैक्टली आप बोलिए कि क्या आपको लगता है गलत है. वॉइस करिए, टैग करना तो करिए बिंदास लोगों को, absolutely, so that the voice is reached somewhere. Of course it's not right for the owners to go into the dressing room and all that, lekin somewhere down the line something's got to change. मतलब we cannot just trust the process, we have to do a little bit more than that, lekin बहुत ही radical change भी मत करो. But yeah, that's about it. Shrey, thanks yaar for having me.
Thank you so much, Ankit. Absolute pleasure.
मैं actually दूसरे Almighty Sports में जाने वाला था आज. ऐसा मूड हो रखा है ना कि इंडिया जीती है भाई, बिग सीरीज, बट स्टिल
Ankit bhai, weekend is destroyed, like absolute weekend is destroyed, and that's the way it's going with Chelsea.
Well, probably
thank you so much, Ankit bhai.
Tomorrow, but see you soon. Very people.
Absolutely, people. Please go subscribe to Almighty Blues FC. Thank you so much, Ankit bhai. Was an absolute pleasure. And continuing on Cole Palmer, guys, and for me, see, guys, I've been saying for a long time, Cole Palmer for me is a proper number 10. He's a player that is a proper number 10 and should be the one playing there. I've been saying for a long time that Pochettino either has to be brave or he will get himself sacked. He will get himself sacked if he's not brave. He needs to pay Cole Palmer. As much as I've saw Cole Palmer in Manchester City and his overall career, this boy is a very, very good creator of the ball. He can cut inside. He can make some good passes. Today he made a very, very good pass. And I don't know why the manager is not bringing him early, why the manager is not giving him more chances. But Cole Palmer is the player we need to play more, and the manager needs to be strong. This Conor Gallagher experiment has to end. I love Conor Gallagher, but you cannot play Conor Gallagher as a centre midfielder and Enzo Fernandez as number 10. Enzo Fernandez's biggest quality is playing as a deep line playmaker, helping us play from the back and helping us guiding the ball from the back. Last season, Enzo Fernandez had 7 long balls per game playing as a CM, and the manager brings him as a number 10. I know the manager doesn't right now trust the attackers we have got, and he was begging for experienced players from ownership, but that is no excuse. You should be playing players that are in the right position, and the manager is making error after error. And coming on Robert Sanchez, he was absolutely outstanding today, Robert Sanchez. Again, like the last match, if not for Robert Sanchez today, we will 100% lose this match even more badly. He was absolutely outstanding. For me, he might have done better for the goal. I think for a goalkeeper, it is a basic knowledge to close your legs. But I think the way Ollie Watkins hits it, I think I cannot blame Robert Sanchez. He kept on making save after save after save. And if there is any positive for Chelsea in this match so far, or the season so far, that is the performance of Robert Sanchez. Right now, he's proving to be a good goalkeeper. He's making the saves. He's making good passes. And I'm very, very impressed with Robert Sanchez. He was absolutely outstanding today, made amazing saves, and kept us in the game. I was very, very happy with his performance. And I think if there's any positive we can take forward in this game, that is Robert Sanchez. Because right now, he has been our best player in the last 2 games and the man of the match. He was outstanding today. That shot is saved from Lucas Dean. Now, I'm not making any judgment here. Kepa might save or not, but I think Robert Sanchez is a more taller keeper than Kepa, and that makes it easier for him to save. So I was very, very happy with Robert Sanchez, and he made some very, very good saves, people. Really good save, and the only positive I can take from the match, with some 1 or 2 positives other than that, because it was absolutely disappointing. Shrey, my coming matches are enough to judge things. We'll not say not much right now, but bro, our matches is only going to get harder. We have got Brighton in the cup. Then we have got Fulham, then we have got Burnley, and then we have got Arsenal, we have got Brighton, Newcastle in the league, then Manchester City and Manchester United. I think it's going to get very hard for Pochettino right now. 5 points from 6 matches in the easiest fixture list in the league. The fans are booing the heck out of the manager, the owners, the players, and I think the fixture list, the way it's getting, my brother, it's only going to get more and more hard before it eventually gets better, and it's becoming a massive problem. That brings me to another topic to discuss. Is our starting 11 right now better than Aston Villa without Nkunku? Guys, like being very, very honest with you on this one, being very, very honest, how is the lineup right now better than Aston Villa without Nkunku? If you go to the Aston Villa lineup, Musa Diaby is better than any of our attackers. Ollie Watkins is better than any striker we have got. You go to Zanilio, he's a better creator than we have got right now. You go to Douglas Luiz and McGinn, much more experienced Premier League players. They can bring on Jacob Ramsey, they can bring on Leon Bailey, much more experienced players right now. and then you go to the back, Eric Konsa, Pau Torres, and the goalkeeper Emilio Martinez. Right now, guys, being very, very honest, we are not even better than Aston Villa right now, being very, very honest. No way we are better than Aston Villa right now, and that is the biggest concerning thing. We have spent $1 billion, and right now we are not even better than Aston Villa starting 11. They have a more experienced, more better starting 11 than us. Musa Diaby, Watkins, Pau Torres, Konsa, Jacob Ramsey, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Martinez. They have a better team right now than us, and it really hurts, but it only shows the error we have been making in the transfer market, because it's not been good right now, and the board has made an under 23 11, and right now, as much as we will love to blame Pochettino, it's not going to get any better right now, guys. No way it's going to get any better. And now, coming on to the player ratings for the match today, guys, please, who are watching, do like, do subscribe, and please participate in the live chat and let me know your player rating of this match and your best player in the match. And coming on the goalkeeper, I think goalkeeper was the best player for us in the match, no doubt about that. Another fantastic match at Robert Sanchez, and I again give him 8. I think Robert Sanchez was absolutely outstanding today, Robert Sanchez. He was fabulous today, Robert Sanchez, and he saved us in the first half. We were not really good in the first half, but Robert Sanchez had a massive hand and keeping us in the game, and that was a fantastic performance from Robert Sanchez today. Absolutely outstanding performance. That save he made from Lucas Dean was absolutely outstanding save. That was outstanding save from Robert Sanchez. And yes, I think he could have done better for the goal. But other than that, straight after the goal, he again made a save. And he was outstanding for us. Robert Sanchez was absolutely outstanding. And in another game, he was my man of the match at Chelsea. He was absolutely outstanding with Robert Sanchez. Gusto, I think I'm not giving him that bad rating. I think till the time he played, he had a very good game. I think the red card is very unfortunate. That was not intentional, but as per the laws, that had to be red. I've literally lost my voice on the rant earlier in the video. And coming on to Gusto, I think he has to be a 6. The red card was unfortunate. It was not intentional, but as per the law, that was red. But I think till that time, he was playing well. And Gusto has been our only some positive along with Robert Sanchez for the last 2-3 weeks. And that says a lot about the new Chelsea under Todd Boehly. And I was impressed with Gusto again till the time he played. He made some very good runs. He made some good passes. But Enzo Fernandez hits it with left foot and it goes over the bar. But that should have been an assist for Gusto. And coming on to Disasi, I think Disasi in the second half did well. He grew into the role. But I think overall, again, sometimes for me, he rushes it too much. Sometimes he does not pass it really well. And I was impressed with Disasi in the second half. But I think the first half, he was not at the level you want for Chelsea defender to be. And that brings me to Thiago Silva. And for me, I think again, he's becoming a bit of a problem. I love Thiago Silva. He's a legend of this club. But I think in a back four, guys, for me, we cannot play Thiago Silva. I think playing in a back four doesn't help us in terms of transitioning phase. And I think right now, it's very easy to play against a high press because Thiago Silva is not the quickest player. We have got 2 centre-backs, Thiago Silva, Disasi, who are not the quickest in the world. And I think right now, playing Thiago Silva and Disasi together is absolutely a disaster for me. I love Thiago Silva, but right now he's not good enough for me. He could have done better for the goal. And right now, whenever Thiago Silva has the ball, he's sometimes too slow to make a decision. And sometimes it's so easy to counter against us. In the goal against West Ham as well, he was easily nut back. And I think overall, I love Thiago Silva. But I think once Badiashile comes back, I think it has to be Badiashile and Disasi, or a Badiashile and even a Colville, 2 left-footed centre-backs. But I think we need Badiashile back very soon. Coming on to Levi Colville, and for me, Levi Colville has to be a 7. I think in the first half, it did really well. I think he won a lot of balls. In the goal they conceded, Levi Colville really won the ball back, but Ollie Watkins really hit it well. For me, Levi Colville might not have tried a foul because it could have been a red card, but before him, some players should have tried a foul. And I think Levi Colville again, I think attackingly in the first half, he did fine. I cannot blame a guy who's being played out of position by the manager. And I think defensively, he was not that great, but I don't think he was that bad. So Levi Colville for me is a 7. Guys, please let me know your player ratings in the comment. Who is your Chelsea man of the match in a disaster today? And what's your opinion on each player today? And coming on to Moses Caicedo, I think a player who was not even fully fit today. He had knee strap. I think Caicedo put a very good display today. For the time he played on the pitch, a bit injured as well. He did a very, very good job today, Moses Caicedo. In the first 25 minutes when Chelsea were electric, Moses Caicedo had a massive part to play in that. So I was really impressed with Moses Caicedo. But again, the manager is partnering with Conor Gallagher when Caicedo should be playing alongside Enzo and Conor Gallagher should be playing either forward or on the bench. But the manager right now is playing players out of position, making it more and more tough for the players and the fans. And that brings me to the next one. That is Conor Gallagher. And I think today Conor Gallagher did nothing. Bar running around the pitch, nothing creatively, nothing good. See, I love Conor Gallagher. I have no bad thing about Conor Gallagher. I love him. The guy gives everything for the shirt. And I respect Conor Gallagher. But Conor Gallagher creatively is absolutely awful sometimes. And again, today when he reached the final box, he misplaced a pass. He hit it too heavily. And I was not really impressed with Conor Gallagher. I was not really impressed with Conor Gallagher today. And creatively for me, he did not do much, guys, today. I was not impressed with Conor Gallagher in any way and shape and regard today in terms of creativity. Coming on to Raheem Sterling, and I was really disappointed in Raheem Sterling today, guys. He has been one of the better players this season, but in the last two matches, Raheem Sterling is again showing us why we criticized him last season. For me, Raheem Sterling is a very good player. He brings chaos, he brings the chances, but I think he has never in his life been a clinical player. And right now, being the most experienced attacker in a team, you expect Sterling to finish from 5 yards. A player of Sterling's quality, a player of Sterling's experience should be scoring a goal from 5 damn yards. And that is what made me very furious with Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling has to put that chance in the back of the net. And we are chatting here about a Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 1. So I'm very disappointed with Raheem Sterling. I still believe Chelsea is not helping him because Raheem Sterling at his prime used to play with a proper striker in Sergio Aguero. And I think if Raheem Sterling right now at Chelsea has a very good striker in front of him, he's getting the assists, he's getting the crosses, and I think the team is in a better position. But that doesn't mean, as being a senior player in the lineup, you're absolved from the blame and you cannot even finish from 5 damn yards. Against Bournemouth in the last week, he had a chance, he hit the ball straight to the corner flag, and again today, he had a chance from 5 yards, but he even missed that. So I was very, very disappointed with Raheem Sterling. And that brings me to Enzo Fernandez. And for me, Enzo Fernandez for me has to be a 6. He was disappointing today. He was really disappointing today. I think he started the game well. The first 25 minutes, Enzo Fernandez was very fired up. He was winning the ball. But after that, he was absolutely awful in the second half, Enzo Fernandez. He was absolutely awful in the second half. And again, Enzo Fernandez, for a player signed for such money, he should be doing better for me, being very, very honest, guys. He has to be doing better. Enzo Fernandez is a player I really love. I think he's been playing out of position by the manager. He should be our CM, but the manager is playing him as a number 10. So I don't blame Enzo for that. But one thing I am going to be very clear, Enzo Fernandez should also be performing better. He has to finish the chance he got. And in the second half, Enzo Fernandez was awful. He was absolutely awful in the second half. And I have just literally no word for it. Literally no word for it. He was absolutely awful in the second half. And I have literally no words for it. I am very, 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 very angry. And I think Enzo Fernandez has to also step it up. He's a leader in the dressing room. And I think he was not that bad. But I think Enzo can be doing better. And that brings me to the next one. That is Mykhailo Mudryk. And I think Mykhailo Mudryk today had a very, very good game. I was really impressed with Mykhailo Mudryk today. And I think Mykhailo Mudryk had a very, very good game, guys. I was really impressed with Mykhailo Mudryk. He's a very, very good player we have got right now. And I think he should be given more time. He should be given more trust. And I think Pochettino has given him the chance in the last 2 games. And let's be honest, in the last 2 games, he's been one of the positives we have got. And today, Mykhailo Mudryk made a very good pass to Nicholas Jackson. And that should have been a Mykhailo Mudryk assist. So I was really impressed with Mykhailo Mudryk today. Really, really impressed. I still believe he has a lot to learn. I still believe in the final box he can be better. But I think that will only come with more and more development, more and more time. But Mykhailo Mudryk today made a very good pass to Nicholas Jackson. And that shows the quality he has got. The rivals only look at the goals and assists and criticize him. But Mudryk overall had a very good game today. But we just aren't got a number 9 that can score goals. And that is why our wingers don't have good numbers right now. I still believe Mudryk right now is still very raw. He's still not very good in front of goal. But I think he still has qualities that a manager can develop. And that will only happen with regular game time, trust and patience. Coming on to the next one. That is Nicholas Jackson. And I think I was very disappointed with Nicholas Jackson. First, for the damn yellow card. The manager told you cannot get a yellow card or you will be suspended. Absolutely awful by Nicholas Jackson in that regard. And the performance again, good passing, good link-up play, good dribbling, but he cannot do anything in the final box, and that's becoming a concern. I've already been giving Nicholas Jackson a lot of time. I've already said my minimum target with Nicholas Jackson this season is 10 goals and that's it. But I think when you're playing for Chelsea, you yourself need to do better. And Nicholas Jackson today was very, very disappointing. He was really, really, really disappointed today, Nicholas Jackson. See, I'm there to give the youngsters time. I'm not putting any pressure on them. And my blame is towards this ownership because they have put the club in this position with signing so many youngsters. But it doesn't mean as a youngster, you cannot step it up. Rashford was a youngster at some time. Saka was a youngster at some time. Martinelli was a youngster at some time. But they stepped it up for their club. Nicholas Jackson needs to do better. He needs to take more responsibility. Otherwise, the fans will only get more and more angry. And Broja will pick him up in the competition because Broja is a much more experienced striker. And that brings me to the substitutes. Ben Chilwell again had a chance when he came on. And again, he fluffed his lines. Ben Chilwell has been another major concern this season. He has not played well. And he has been a massive disappointment. Going on to Cole Palmer, I think he came on, he made a massive impact. And that brings a question to the manager that why are you not giving him the chance? Coming on to Yogo Chukwu, and I think he has to be a 5. Did not have much time and did not do much for me. And then I come on to another one, that is Broja. And I think he came on, he held the ball well. So for me, Armando Broja is a 6. And those are the play ratings. And guys, coming on final discussion on the post-match before I end the video, because I literally lost every voice. Shrey bhai, मैच तो टूट गया मैं अंडरस्टैंड करता हूं केशव भाई यार आपके साथ भी जो ड्रॉ हुआ है वो गुस्सेबल है बट केशव भाई still there's a lot to be positive. You have 14 points from 6 games. You still have 4 points behind Manchester City who are without Rodri now. And bro, still there are some positives. I enjoy the performance of Saka. I saw some good things in your team. But bro, with Chelsea, it's not just broken. We are done. We are done at the top level. Coming on to the match, people, today, it was awful performance from start to finish. We started well. The first 20 minutes were good. But as always, Chelsea can play as good as much as they want. But they can't damn score a goal. And as the game went on, the heads started dropping. Aston Villa grew into the game and Robert Sanchez saved us. Nicholas Jackson had a chance. Enzo had a chance. But as always, we could not finish the chances. And in the second half, Malo Gusto gets a red card. Again, the heads fall. The manager makes pathetic substitutions. And Aston Villa score a damn goal. And after that, Raheem Sterling had a chance from 5 yards and he missed it. That's been the story of a whole season and we lost and everything right now is going in disarray. But on final note on this video, I'm just going to say one thing. Please stop blaming Pochettino. The biggest blame has to be on this owner. This owner has no clue on how to run this football club. He doesn't know on how to run this football club. He has made it a damn joke. Sacking Thomas Tuchel, sacking Graham Potter, sacking Bruno Salter, sacking in terms of Frank Lampard. He is a disaster, Todd Boehly. He is an absolute disaster. If you are wanting Mauricio Pochettino to be sacked, it's not going to help the club. It is not going to help the club. The biggest problem is the ownership. With the signings we have made, we have literally created an under-23 lineup and any manager cannot do much with it. Are you telling me Pep Guardiola will suddenly get 20 goals on Nicholas Jackson? You are telling me Pep Guardiola will make Mudryk look like a prime Martinelli. You are telling me that Mudryk is going to be a prime Saka straight away by Mikel Arteta. We have got bunch of youngsters right now, an under-23 team by this owner. If we have to blame someone, that has to be this ownership. This ownership has been a total disaster from start to finish. Building an under-23 lineup at a club like Chelsea, where the whole media in the world is against Chelsea. Everybody is looking at Chelsea with the spending, putting these youngsters in that pressure. The blame has to go to Todd Boehly. And I will again and again say, please don't blame Pochettino. Yes, he's making mistakes, but he's only making mistakes because it doesn't trust his young squad. And right now, we have been playing some good football, but Nicholas Jackson cannot finish a chance. Sterling cannot finish a chance. And right now, we are playing better than the results right now show. And we are a much better side. And as I've been telling, Pochettino must either be brave. He should be calling out the owners saying we needed more experience and he needs to play much more attacking lineup, or else the fans and everyone is going to eat him alive. The media is going to eat him alive. I still believe Pochettino is a fantastic manager, and he's a manager that is very good in developing youngsters. But I think right now he has been given an impossible task and it's up to the board to give him time now, or else no manager is going to come to Chelsea for me. And on final, I want to go on Raheem Sterling. I love him. I think Raheem Sterling is good, and I still believe he needs to be playing with a more clinical striker. But Raheem Sterling has to be finishing for 5 yards. He has to be finishing for 5 yards. And I think if Sterling can not even finish from 5 yards, what can I expect from Jackson, Mudryk, Madueke when the senior players are not stepping up? Taking some chat before I end the video, guys. And but आपके लिए, अंकित भाई के लिए, चिराग भाई के लिए और बाबा के लिए बुरा लग रहा है. मैं विश करता हूं ऐसा समय किसी को ना मिले. Bro, we are broken. Thank you so much, bro, but we are broken, brother. And see Newcastle, and slap on me that I predicted Chelsea to be in top 6. Slap on me. I went with my heart and I idiot. I should have predicted us to be 15th right now. We are not better than Aston Villa right now. They have Diaby, Watkins, Zaniolo, Leon Bailey. Those are much better players than any attackers we have got. You go to Everton, even they have Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You go to Wolverhampton Wanderers, we are like Wolves. We cannot score goal. You go to Brighton, they have Ivan Ferguson. You go to any team in the league, they have a better striker than us. Even West Ham with Antonio. But bro, my prediction was so wrong that I'm angry. How did I trust this side? Because I knew this warning signal from the start. For me, guys, before I end the video, I'm angry on Pochettino today. He's playing players out of position. But I still believe if we are wanting Pochettino out, I think that is too short-sighted and that is not right. I'm angry on Pochettino. He's playing players out of position, but the manager has been put on impossible task by these clueless owners. Graham Potter, Tuchel, now is Pochettino. How many more managers are we going to sack? It has to end. This is an under-23 lineup. We need to give Pochettino time. These owners need to give Pochettino time. And in January, they need to go get 1 or 2 experienced players and get some of these youngsters on loan, or else it's not going to go for the club. But sacking is not the solution. And if the blame has to be there on anyone, that's the owners. For me, the better days will come from Chelsea, but that will only come if we allow these youngsters to develop, which means we need to accept another top 10 finish. We need to accept next season we might be fighting for top 5, and only in 3 years' time, we will be fighting for top title in the league. In 3 or 4 years' time, Chelsea can fight for the league title, but not now. As Chelsea fans, we accept another 12th finish? Let me know in the comments. Can we accept another 12th finish? We sack Pochettino. Hansi Flick will not join Chelsea. No manager in the world will join Chelsea because they know Todd Boehly is acting like clueless. If we want really the best for a club, let's give these youngsters time. Let's give Pochettino time because nothing is going to help. October ke picture dekho, I can't see us winning 1 point, and that's my point, bro. That is my same point, bro. I think we are going to be top 10 this season again, 9th or 10th, and I think we need to give Pochettino time. If we want to blame someone, that has to be the ownership. And bro, I can't even guarantee because Keshav bhai, to beat a team, you have to score goals, and we have no goals right now. And on final part, I won't take 12. Fully agree, bro. But I think, bro, for this, we need to blame the ownership. With Chelsea and an utter match, which is very sad to see. Agreed, bro. But I think, my brother, if you want to blame someone, that is Todd Boehly. We all can blame Pochettino, but Nicholas Jackson right now is not a 20-goal striker. Mudryk is right now not a 10 goals, 10 assist player. Madueke right now cannot score a goal to save his life. Raheem Sterling can't even finish from 5 yards. You go towards Conor Gallagher, who cannot even make a creative pass. You go to Enzo Fernandez, who right now is playing as a number 10 and he still can't score. You go to our team right now, we have no goals. The only player right now we have who knows how to score is Nkunku and Broja. Broja is not fully fit. Nkunku is out for 4 months and it's only going to get more and more harder, guys. This is why we need to give Pochettino time. We need to give this young time. And we need to hope in 6 months' time, Nico Jackson is developed, Mudryk is developed, Madueke is developed, and they start climbing up the league. That's my video today. Newcastle scored 7. And because, bro, they have Wilson, Isak, Almiron, Bruno Guimaraes, they have players, Jolinton, who can score in the box. We literally have no one, Gaurav bhai. We literally have no one. You give Pochettino, Callum Wilson. You give Pochettino, Callum Wilson instead of Nicholas Jackson. We are right now 7th or 6th in the league for me. And pre-season में जो system क्या वो नहीं खेल रहा, bro, वो इसलिए system नहीं खेल रहा क्योंकि एक तो Nkunku injured हो गया है, वो मुड्रिक पे trust नहीं कर रहा, और फिर आपके चिलवेल वैसे out of form चल रहा है, बारिया शेले भी injured है, थियागो सिल्वा back 4 में high press में cover नहीं कर पाता अपना distance, और मैनेजर को डिफेंसिव खेलना पड़ रहा है. पर ब्रो हमने 81 शॉट्स 90 शॉट्स मारे हमें 6 गेम्स में. लाइक गौरव भाई हमने 90 शॉट्स मारे 6 गेम में और हमारा कन्वर्जन रेट सिर्फ 8% है. 8%. ब्रो मैं नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट का मैच को गौरव भाई, निकोलस जैक्सन, इफ निकोलस जैक्सन हिट्स दैट गोल वी ड्रॉ 1-1 with नॉटिंघम फॉरेस्ट. If Raheem Sterling scores from 5 yards, we draw 1-1 today. If Raheem Sterling knew how to finish a goal in his life, we beat West Ham United on the first day. If we go on the match against Bournemouth, Conor Gallagher, Raheem Sterling has sit us to finish, and we could win the game. As much as we can blame Pochettino, he has coached a victory in mostly every game, bar Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa, and the players just can't freeze their chances. That's my humble opinion. And Palmer खेल सकता है Nkunku रोल में प्लस डिसाजी, वो खेल सकता है ब्रो, बट पाल्मर वो क्लिनिकल नहीं है जैसे Nkunku है, और हमारे पास स्ट्राइकर भी नहीं है. अगर हमारे विंगर्स बॉक्स में बॉल डाल रही है, कोई है नहीं उनको फिनिश करने के लिए गौरव भाई, और वही प्रॉब्लम है. वी मिस चांसेस एवरी मैच, एवरी मैनेजर ऑलवेज. वही ब्रो प्रॉब्लम यही है, प्लेयर्स में प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि हमने यंग प्लेयर साइन करे. हम मैनेजर को भी कितना बोले. और इसी से मैं वीडियो एंड करता हूं. थैंक यू जिन्होंने ज्वाइन करा. इट हर्ट्स जो चेल्सी की हाल है, बट प्लीज एटलीस्ट टीम को लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, so I can share more Chelsea opinion and videos with you. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you so much. It hurts, but hopefully some better days are coming for us. Hopefully.